let's push it. Watch out. Looks like there's a couple of snipers over there. Eyes up! Snipers! Follow me! I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air! Come on! Stop lagging behind! Put down your guns and surrender! I was gonna shoot you. Come on! Let's get to the rest of the boys. Damn you!
This would be a fair fight if you could shoot straight!
Lead us those sons of bitches! Damn right! This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's try to sneak up on them. The closer we are, the less chance they have of making a run for it.
Get those bastards! Careful! There's innocents down there! Watch out for Mr. Gulch's cabin!
Come on! Let's get these sons of bitches! Come on! Give them hell!
That's enough!
Tell the ballers to give themselves up, or we'll kill every last one of you! Are you gonna shoot any of these rustlers, boys? You better surrender! You hear? Ain't nothing like a powder burning contest! I think that's all of them. Fine shooting, boys. Now come on, let's untie those hostages.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
You'd say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. Wes Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. Wes Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Excuse me, mister.
Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. I said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
You're not gonna get much herding done without a horse. Right. Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows? Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Come on.
All right, let's see if you can herd cows as well as you can charm humanity.
That's it.
Keep on moving.
Yeah!
He's got it.
Easy.
Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Yeah.
Herd the cows!
cowboy. Ain't that hard, is it? Come on, you dumb heifer.
Get right at them! Drive them this way!
Easy. Whoa, whoa. Come on.
He's just showing off now.
Slow down.
All right, let's move this large herd out to the far pasture.
Slow it up now.
Swing back and forth behind them. Keep them nice and tight.
Doing great, Mr. Marshal.
Hey.
Keep that herd together now. Watch for the runner. Keep it tight now.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Go. Hola. Come on, easy up now. Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stay close to Charlie. What have you got?
I'm gonna fill you full of holes! Come in swinging. Get out of this town and stay out! You can't win this.
I thank you. Come on!
You don't say. Hello.
Good evening.